life is a lot like nature. So if you guys ever pay attention to anything out there in nature, you'll notice there's several stages of the life cycle. Essentially, you have like the baby beginning part, and then you have like the growing part, and then you have like the teenage years, and then the adult years, and then the ending cycle of it. Life essentially is a lot like that, and I've been noticing this with some plants that I ended up doing some planting with, and it made me think. A lot of people, they expect success right away, and I know I expect it right away within myself, and I'm starting to change this belief that I have within me, realizing it's going to take some time, it's going to take some effort, and it's not something that's going to happen right away. And the reason I say this is because like lately I've been working on a second YouTube channel, and I noticed like, whoa, it's really slow, it's a little bit difficult to get views, to just get people's attention, and it's not something that you're not going to see results right away. And I think that's where a lot of people, they get a lot of their mindsets wrong, is they're expecting results right away, and it doesn't happen. And going back to the planting that I was telling you guys about, so with the plants that I ended up planting, I noticed in the first couple days you barely even see the seeds sprouting. You see little roots growing, and then you see leaves popping out, and it stays in this stage for like the longest time. And the next several stages, you'll see, okay, it's growing a little bit more, you see a little bit more leaves, and it's still slow progress. And when it continues keep on growing and growing, eventually it hits a point where it just goes exponential. And if you guys ever seen an exponential graph, it starts off real slow, starts curving up, and then curves straight up. And the reason why I say it's exponential is because the plant that I ended up planting, it started off really slow for like the first month, and then eventually started growing more and more, and before you know it, another month later, it's like this huge plant, you don't even recognize it. And going back to relating to you, if you're expecting results right away and you're just barely starting, it's really disappointing, because like you put yourself in this mindset of, hey, I'm gonna see these end results, but you don't realize how slow it's gonna be in the beginning. And then eventually it does get exponential, but it takes a while to get there. If you guys ever worked with the exponential graph, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But just pay attention to anything in life. It starts off real slow, and then eventually it starts speeding up, and then towards the end of it, it's like, whoa, how do I even get here? So relating back to you guys, so essentially within myself, I noticed that with my YouTube channel, I didn't notice that many views at the beginning of the YouTube channel, and then I started progressing with more and more videos, getting more and more views, getting more subscribers. Then eventually it builds up. So like right now, my channel, this one that you're currently watching, is getting about, I'm gonna say 100 views a day without me putting any work. If I'm creating content, that probably bumps up to about 200 to 300 views a day. But that's just because I've been working on it. It's something that I realize, if I want to get to 2,000 views or 1,000 views, I still need to continue putting in the work, the effort, and eventually my views are going to keep on going up. Because like every time I first upload a video, that first upload I ever made, I think I got like maybe like 2 views on that video, and it was really heartbreaking. It's like you put yourself out there and you don't see any results. And I think that's where a lot of people get this wrong, is they're expecting results instantly, and it doesn't work like that. You need to just start off slowly, have low expectations, and just keep working on it. It's like throwing darts on a board. Eventually you're going to hit that bullseye. You may miss the bullseye for like the next 1,000 times, but eventually one of them is going to land there. And it just takes practice. It's something that it takes effort. It's not going to happen instantly. Like me, honestly, with my speaking, I feel like I've gotten a whole lot better, especially talking into a camera. But then again, some of you guys could disagree, and some of you might agree. It all just depends. The more you're willing to work on something, the more better you're going to become at it. Especially when you're trying to learn, how do I do this? How do I do that? How do I improve and make my content better? How do I make myself more entertaining to people? How do I get my dream body? Whatever it is that you guys are working towards, you need to start learning on it. And realize it's going to be really slow at the beginning. It's going to take a whole lot of time, and eventually it's going to start speeding up, and you won't even recognize where you're currently at. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to smash that like button, and I'll go ahead and catch you guys in the next one.